The National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
We're just moments away from the action.
And it's coming up next.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, it certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. The veteran Leonard Floyd, they're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Niners offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They run. Here's the one-time Panther, Christian McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners first down as he gets this up to the 28-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's over the middle to Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
That's taken in by Jennings. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire...
Good blocking, and he's in. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here first and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. On first down is Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the shotgun, Young. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Young to throw on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The veteran Leonard Floyd, they're on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Motion man set right. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win. And that's exactly what he did here.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll get this out to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Here's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Young. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They motion the slot man left. On 2nd down, Young. His throw left side is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Slot man in motion left. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Now he'll run it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
A 2nd down throw for Young. To set up the screen here to Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. A 1st down on a gain of 11.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game.
That is caught side of the end zone. Xavier Legette, touchdown Carolina.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. Through the snowflakes, this one good. The Panthers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Here's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. 1st and 10. Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Again in the air for Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
So, 1 touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Young. He's got his man. That's Legette. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Running left, it's McCaffrey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 for Purdy. Throwing the out route, and Ayuk has it.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with McCaffrey. Ooh, the speed on display. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. First and 10. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Young. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. That's a gain of 14 and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
The motion man is Sanders. They'll go play action with Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
This is why speed on the perimeter is just so critical. To be able to get from the right side of the field all the way across to the left downfield, you better get there quickly, because I'll tell you what, those pass rushers up front, they're not getting further away.
Set to go now on first and 10. Here's Young. To throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Young. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. They'll try to run with Hubbard. A dive, and he's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. Panthers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On second down, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have third down coming up.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on third down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A give for McCaffrey running right. Whoa! A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll get about 8 on that one, and most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On 2nd down, Purdy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers. He's got another one, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The motion man is Sanders. On 1st and 10, here's Young. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Leonard Floyd, the veteran who got to the quarterback.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring it down.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. The motion man is Sanders. They'll go again with Hubbard. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll drop to throw. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
It is 2nd and a yard. Hubbard. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here comes 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. They'll run here. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up first and goal.
Here we go, first and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. And he'll take this down to about the 7. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
It's